Okay, shalom, shalom. Kwam Yasha'Allah. Koholoyimla. Yahweh Bashim Yahushai Bahashim. Rakah HaKodash, double honors to our apostles and elders, the great millstone, who rule well, and that by the Spirit taught us this beautiful truth. And just want to say the water to all the H.I.M and Akwab that's out here sincerely keeping the laws, the statutes and commandments of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai to the best of their ability. This is Yachanan the Waf, just coming at you with another quick lesson, praying that it's edifying by the Spirit. And wanted to touch on, let's go into Psalms chapter 26. Always like to read in the book of Psalms, the Apostle Rakah, I think that's one of his favorite areas as well. You know, he always talks about the book of Psalms. But the book of Psalms, man, it's got some beautiful prayers in it. I know the elder in Washington, GMS, D.C. area, you know, I think that's where he gets a lot of the Hebrew prayers, like he translate them, you know, into the Hebrew tongue. And it's good if you come across the elder, he posts those prayers all the time in the Hebrew tongue. And I got like maybe 4 pages in my notebook, I got like, because I write them down and I pray them every day, you know what I'm saying? And hey, look, very beautiful prayers, man, that's in the book of Psalms. But I wanted to touch on Psalms 26 because, like I said, I try and read a book in here every day at least. And I was reading 26 yesterday and I wanted to do a lesson on it, but never got around to it. But only, just a couple of verses in it, a couple of precepts. But I'm gonna start from the top. But what I wanted to focus on was on verses 4 and verses 5. But it says, Psalms 26:1, judge me, O Yahweh, which we know Yahweh is the true name of the Father. If you see all caps, Lord, L-O-R-D, that's going off in the Hebrew tongue, Yahweh, which means that he exists, or the existing one. For I have walked in mine integrity. I have trusted also in Yahweh. Therefore I shall not slide. So if you trusting in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, and you're dealing with these scriptures, man, and you're trying your best, you're not gonna slide, man. We're not perfect. We don't have the the new bodies yet. We're not perfect, but the Lord, he does know the heart. So check out what's being said here. He says, examine me, O Yahweh, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart. And it's a lot of precepts on that as well. So the Lord, hey, he's gonna examine you. He's gonna prove you. He's gonna try your reins, and that goes off into being chastised as well. The scriptures talks about matter of fact, let me see if I can find that real quick. It wasn't like gonna move in the spirit, man. You gotta just kind of flow with it. You know what I'm saying? You may not even be thinking. Scriptures just be coming up, and you gotta roll with them. Let me see. Put it in because you're not supposed to despise the chastisement of the Lord. Yep, here we go. Right here. Let's get it in Hebrews. Let me go off into it real quick. Because this is very important, you know what I'm saying? Let me see, verse. Yeah, let's start at verse 5. And ye have forgotten, this is Hebrews 12:5, and ye have forgotten the exhortation which speaketh unto you as unto children. My son, despise not thou the chastening of the Lord, nor faint when thou art rebuked of him. You're not supposed to faint, because you're going to be going through a process. The scriptures also talks about, when you come into this truth, roughly paraphrasing, you make yourself a prey. That to prepare yourself for temptation, to prepare yourself, roughly paraphrasing, for hardship, so to speak, because you're going to go through a washing. I know the elder one time down in Birmingham, GMS Birmingham, I remember him saying a couple of years back, he mentioned the process of washing clothes and how the drum kind of moves to agitate the clothes to actually get them clean. So you're going to get some agitation to be cleaned up. You're going to be, moved about, so to speak. But anyway, let's get verse 6. For whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth. See, if the Lord is not chastening you, you're not going through something, or you come into this truth, you're not, he's not dealing with you, man. That's why, these Christians, white Jesus believers, They don't be having no problems. They're not going through nothing. They out here happy as ever. They don't have no ailments. They don't have no, different things going on with them, as far as like, financial hookup, just in general, I'm saying. But overall, they doing just fine. But when you come into this truth, and you get to call on the name Yahweh and Yahweh Shai, hey, you're the Lord really dealing with you, or you're gonna feel it, man. It says, for whom the Lord loveth, he chasteneth, and scourgeth every son whom he receiveth. See? So as you're coming into this truth and he's receiving you, because he's the one that's actually handpicking you. You got to realize that as well. The Lord is handpicking you. So it's like you're going to go through a rigorous training, because this is a spiritual war. So what you're going to become is a spiritual warrior, a soldier in this thing, man. Right? It says, if ye endure chastening, Yahweh dealeth with you as with sons. For what son is he whom the Father chasteneth not? See? But if ye be without chastisement, whereof all are partakers, then are ye bastards and not sons. See? So if the Lord is not dealing with you, if you're not feeling some type of, affliction and some, you know what I'm saying? It's not all the time, you know what I'm saying? But when you first come into this truth, you generally gonna, you're gonna get some business. You're going to lose friends, of course. You're going to lose possibly your wife or your husband or your children. They're going to be looking at you like, well, what's going on with you? What's happening to you? Why don't you celebrate holidays with us no more? Why are you acting like this? What are you doing? So you're going to lose a lot of stuff. You're going to lose jobs. People going to be looking at you like, especially if you a man, all of a sudden you're not getting lineups no more. You're not going to the barbershop like how you used to. You grew out a beard when you used to be clean shaven. Things like that. You know what I'm saying? So let's go back to Psalms chapter 26. Because I just wanted to grab a couple of precepts and we'll kind of, let me see here. Verse 3. For thy loving, let me see here. Let me start at verse 2 again. Examine me, O Yahweh, and prove me. Try my reins and my heart. For thy loving kindness is before mine eyes, and I have walked in thy truth. That's what you want to be doing. You want to be walking in the truth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahweh Shai, man. As a matter of fact, they have a precept there. It's not going to hurt to go into it real quick. 2 Kings chapter 20 and verse 3. It says, I beseech thee, O Yahweh, remember now how I have walked before thee in truth and with a perfect heart, and have done that which is good in thy sight. And Hezekiah wept sore. If you go, familiar with this particular story, this was King Hezekiah. He got 15 years added onto his life, even though he kind of done some silly stuff, towards the end, but that's another lesson. But the Lord actually, he was after the Lord, man. And that's a beautiful thing. And though we make mistakes, we're in the flesh, like I said, you know what I'm saying? But the perfectness comes with the Lord knowing your heart as far as thinking towards him. Because you got Jake out here, man, they don't care about the Lord. They don't care nothing about what the Lord has to say. But the Lord looks at those that are trying. The Lord looks at the ones that are actually keeping his laws, statutes, and commandments to the best of their ability. The ones that, because when you're doing that, you're actually doing that out of fear. You're reverencing the Lord. You actually fear the Lord. And the Lord, he respects that contrite heart, roughly paraphrasing. Okay, but this is the point I wanted to get to as well, though. But let's go back. Psalms 26, verse 4. It says, I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in with dissemblers. So when I went into this word dissembler, it goes off into, I never knew that this word actually meant what it's saying. It's alam. It's to conceal, hide, be hidden, be concealed, right? It says alam, a primitive root, to veil from sight, conceal, literally or figuratively, any ways, blind, dissimilar, hide, secret things. So basically, you're not to be around people, because people, they have, they have, secret intentions, I would say. You don't want to be around people like that, because it goes on to say on verse 5, so like you up the chariots, 1144, baby. It says, verse 5, it says, I have hated the congregation of evildoers and will not sit with the wicked. And what does the wicked do? They sit around and they plot shit in secret. Those are the dissemblers, so to speak. They're hiding stuff. They're basically like, they're smiling in your face and ready to, stab you in the back soon as they set you up right. That's why when you go up into let's go into the Apocrypha real quick. I'm at the plantation, so I'm gonna make it, not quick, but we're gonna run through it best we can. But this is Ecclesiasticus 12 in verse 10. It says, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusteth, so is his wickedness. Though he humble himself and go crouching. See, when they humble themselves and go crouching, that's them being a dissembler. Because they're hiding their true intentions as to what they really want from you or what they want to do to you. It says, yet take good heed and beware of him, and thou shalt be unto him as if thou hast wiped a looking glass, and thou shalt know that his rust have not been altogether wiped away. So we use this for Esau, which is the so-called white man, but it can also be used for, people around you. You know what I'm saying? A nigga up the block don't like you. He could be plotting on you, man, secretly. You know what I'm saying? But I wanted to touch on these two verses. Let's get let me go back real quick. Verse 4 again. Psalms 26:4. I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in with dissemblers. I have hated the congregation of evil doers, and will not sit with the wicked. I will wash my hands in innocency. So will I compass thine altar, O Yahweh. So, hey, this is a way of, being, innocent, man. You know what I'm saying, so to speak. If you dealing with somebody and they sitting around and they plotting, they doing this and they doing that, and you better not for sure not giving no advice as to how to do it. You better be getting the fuck away from these people. And that kind of reminded me of this particular scripture as well. Because the Lord, he told us, a certain sets of people. He told us don't even be around them, man. Get away from them. Don't do it. And this is 2 Timothy 3, and it talks about in the end days, right? Verse 1, it says, this know also that in the last days perilous times shall come. For men shall be lovers of their own selves, covetous, boasters, proud, blasphemers, disobedient to parents, unthankful, unholy, without natural affection, truce breakers, false accusers, incontinent, fierce, despisers of those that are good, traitors, heady, high-minded, lovers of pleasures more than lovers of Yahweh, having a form of godliness but denying the powers thereof. From such turn away. See, we're supposed to turn away from these people, because generally all these people that's being named off, they pretty much are grouped up as dissemblers. Because to do a lot of this stuff right here, that would mean that you would have to be, silently or, just in the back of the cut, just coming up with plans to fuck somebody up. And that's Esau though overall. But like I said, our people have taken on, the works of their father, the devil, basically. Because our people love to live, man. They love Esau. They live like Esau. They actually have turned up. They like Esau 2.0. Our people, man. So it says again, let's go back. And I just wanted, like I said, this quick lesson, just wanted to touch on that. When I seen that, it kind of stuck out. 26 verses 4 and 5 again. I have not sat with vain persons, neither will I go in with dissemblers. I have hated the congregation of evildoers, and will not sit with the wicked, man. You're supposed to be even around these people. Now, of course, we got to go to work. We got to go to the plantation and do stuff like that. It's talking about just, hey, your free time, when you don't have to even be dealing with these man, stay away from them, man. That's even your favorite cousin, your auntie, your uncle. They sitting around and all they talking about is a bunch of profane shit that's got nothing to do with nothing. It's not going to get you anywhere but in some damn trouble. Stay away from them people, man. You know what I'm saying? Now, there was a precept You see, you got Psalms 1 and 1. It says, "Blessed is the man that walketh not in the counsel of the ungodly, nor standeth in the way of sinners, nor sitteth in the seat of the scornful." That's pretty much straight cut. "But his delight is in the law of the Lord, Yahweh, and in his law doeth he meditate day and night." So you're supposed to be meditating in this law day and night. And when you do, you ain't gonna want to be around nobody with the bullshit. That's gonna immediately vex you. You just, you kind of get that, like, this nigga, man. you know, you ain't even got to get into no arguments with him. You ain't got to say nothing to him. Sometimes you can give him reproof, correction, but generally, you already know. Especially if you done spoke to him about the truth before. Like, man, ain't no use in talking to him. You might as well just get away from him. It's going to make you actually want to stay away from him. And then it's going to eventually come to a point where they're not going to even try and come around you no more anyway, because you're not that old person that you used to be. Like, you're not fun no more, because you're not into the bullshit no more. Verse 3, it says, "And he shall be like a tree planted by the rivers of water, that bringeth forth his fruit in his season. His leaf also shall not wither, and whatsoever he doeth shall prosper. The ungodly are not so, but are like the shaft which the wind driveth away. Therefore the ungodly shall not stand in the judgment, nor sinners in the congregation of the righteous. For Yahweh knoweth the ways of the righteous, but the ways of the ungodly shall perish." Man, so hey, you ain't no use. What you gonna be around them for? You don't want to perish with them. Like, straight up. Here's another one though. They got Jeremiah 15 and 17. It says, let's get verse 16 as well. "Thy words were found, and I did eat them." The scriptures talks about eating the whole roll, the book, man. "And thy word was unto me the joy and rejoicing of mine heart. For I am called by the name of Yahweh of hosts, Yahweh God of hosts. I sat not in the assembly of the mockers," see, "nor rejoiced. I sat alone because of thy hand. For thou hast filled me with indignation." Like, for real, man. You be around Jake, man, you be pissed. Jake be talking all kind, man, just wickedness, man. You don't even want to be around it. But anyway, verse 5 though of they have let's get Psalms 31 and 6, and I'll end out there. But I seen this yesterday and I wanted to do a little something on it. Let's get verse 5. "Into thine hand I commit my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Yahweh, power of truth. I have hated them that regard lying vanities, but I trust in Yahweh." Our King David, man, he said that he a righteous hatred. Let me see if I can get that one. Where is it at? Salakia. These Christians running around out here talking about how you can't hate. Trying to think how it was worded. That's not the one. Oh yeah, it's perfect. It's like, I said it with a righteous, but it's actually he hates them with a perfect hatred. Yeah, verse 21. Psalms 139. I'm gonna start at verse 21. "Do not I hate them, O Yahweh, that hate thee? And am not I grieved with those that rise up against thee? I hate them with a perfect hatred. I count them mine enemies." See? "Search me, O Yahweh, and know my heart. Try me and know my thoughts." That's pretty much the same thing that was being said in the beginning part of Psalms 26. "And see if there be any wicked way in me, and lead me in the way everlasting." See? So that's a good prayer to pray. Like, hey, Yahweh, especially with what's going on right now with the Passover, being, that leaven being removed. You want to get rid of the leaven that's within you, man. And those things that were named off in 2 Timothy chapter 3, those are leavening agents, so to speak. Getting rid of that, all those wicked, thoughts and things of that nature. That's why Romans 13 and then 12, it talks about coming out of the works of darkness. You see? Verse 11, matter of fact, we can just get it. I can end out there. Romans 13 and 11. And it reads, and that knowing the time, that now it is high time to awake out of sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than when we believe. The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness, and let us put on the armor of light. Those works of darkness are like leavening agents, man. Like, the wickedness that our people are into. There's a whole list of things. You can go up into Romans chapter 1. It lists things off. Those the ones that were listed off in the one that I read, 2 Timothy chapter 3. You got to get rid of those things. You got to remove those things. And you having troubles with it, you got to fast, pray, and ask your how about H.I.M. I will try to help you with those things. And also you can't doubt. You can't be doubtful. And when you're praying to Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, you got to be straightforward and stick to the guns, man, so to speak, because the scripture says that those that pray to the Lord, roughly paraphrasing, and they doubt, they're like waves of the sea tossed to and fro. It says to expect nothing from him. You might as well not even expect anything from the Lord. You can't. The Lord is not dealing with unfaithfulness, man. You got to have faith, man, in Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. But I just wanted to touch on that. It was something that I seen yesterday, and probably was best. Always move in the spirit. Because the spirit gonna bring out things that you probably wouldn't even brought out had you been trying to just force it. You know what I'm saying? But the spirit is gonna kick in and help you and do what you got to do as far as these lessons. You know what I'm saying? So with that, I pray that the lesson was edifying. Kwame Shalom.